Today, I want to talk about something simple but powerful: never giving up. We've all heard it before, the idea that if we keep going, we'll make it. But in the moment, when things feel impossible, it's easier said than done. It's easy to believe that quitting is the best option when you're staring at failure, at rejection, or at any of life's setbacks. But today, I'm here to tell you that true strength and resilience lie in the decision to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult it might seem. When we face challenges, obstacles, or moments that test our resolve, it can be easy to feel discouraged. The road to success is rarely smooth, and when setbacks arise, there's a natural inclination to step back, retreat, or even quit. However, it is precisely these difficult moments that, when faced with persistence, strengthen us in ways we might not initially see or understand. Persistence, the quality of continuing steadfastly despite difficulties, is not just a trait of those who succeed, but a critical factor in developing resilience and inner strength. Every challenge we overcome without giving up is like a weight lifted at the gym. Just as muscles grow stronger from resistance training, our mental and emotional muscles strengthen when we persist. This isn't just about reaching a specific goal, it's about developing the capacity to handle greater challenges in the future. By persisting, we train ourselves to face adversity without being overwhelmed, to endure discomfort without giving in, and to continue striving, even when the odds feel stacked against us. Imagine a runner who wants to complete a marathon. The runner knows that simply deciding to run won't be enough. Reaching the finish line will require a lot of preparation, training, and mental toughness. The training process involves pushing past physical and mental barriers repeatedly, mile after mile. Each training run becomes a test of endurance and willpower, but as the runner persists, their body adapts, becoming faster and more resilient. Similarly, with every obstacle we face and conquer, we gain the strength, knowledge, and endurance needed to tackle future challenges. Persistence also builds a mindset that embraces challenges rather than avoiding them. When we persist through difficult times, we gradually shift our perception of obstacles from being sources of fear or frustration to opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By consistently choosing not to give up, we develop a new way of thinking that allows us to view problems as temporary rather than permanent, setbacks as moments of growth rather than defeat, and the journey as something we actively shape. This mindset shift is powerful. Once you believe you can face and overcome anything life throws at you, you're less likely to be paralyzed by fear of failure. One of the most powerful aspects of persistence is that it builds confidence in our ability to handle life's unpredictability. When we prove to ourselves that we can withstand setbacks, we build trust in our own resilience. This self-trust is vital for success, as it encourages us to take risks and pursue dreams that might otherwise seem unattainable. When you know you have the persistence to keep going no matter what, you feel empowered to take on bigger challenges. It's not just about saying, "I won't give up." It's about knowing deep down that you can handle what lies ahead. Persistence also develops our adaptability. Life is unpredictable. And no matter how carefully we plan, there will always be situations beyond our control. Those who lack persistence may find themselves overwhelmed or defeated when things don't go as expected. But persistent individuals learn to adapt. They become skilled at adjusting their strategies, reevaluating their plans, and finding new ways forward. Persistence doesn't mean stubbornly sticking to one path. It means having the determination to find another way when the original plan fails. This adaptability, honed through persistence, is a valuable skill that serves us in all areas of life, from careers to personal relationships. It's important to recognize that persistence is not simply pushing forward without rest or refusing to acknowledge difficulty. It's about having the courage to take a break when needed, to reevaluate our goals, and then to return with renewed determination. Persistence isn't about ignoring setbacks, but about learning from them and using them as stepping stones. Each moment of persistence brings new insights and lessons, which over time make us stronger, wiser, and more equipped to face future challenges. History is full of examples of people who achieved remarkable success through persistence. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously tried over 1,000 times to invent the light bulb. If he had given up at any point in his journey, the world might have been very different today. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before her first Harry Potter book was accepted by a publisher. These individuals didn't succeed because they avoided failure. They succeeded because they learned to persist through it. They let each setback become a building block of their resilience, strengthening their resolve to reach their goals. The impact of persistence extends beyond personal success. It inspires others. When we see someone persevere through adversity, it reminds us of our own potential to overcome challenges. A person's persistence can motivate family, friends, and colleagues to pursue their own goals with renewed vigor. By choosing to be persistent, we set an example of resilience, determination, and strength for those around us. In conclusion, persistence is one of the most valuable qualities we can develop. Every time we push through a challenge without giving up, we become stronger, more resilient, and better prepared for the future. Persistence builds a mindset that is unafraid of failure, develops confidence in our abilities, and helps us adapt in the face of life's uncertainties. Through persistence, we transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and make progress toward our goals, no matter how many setbacks we encounter. So, when faced with adversity, remember that by choosing to persist, you are not just moving forward, you are building the inner strength that will carry you through any challenge life may bring. Never give up, for with every step, you are becoming a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. In our journey towards success, failure is an inevitable companion. Often seen as something to be avoided, failure is actually one of the most powerful tools for learning and growth. The idea that failure can serve as a stepping stone to success might feel counterintuitive, especially in a culture that prizes winning and achievement. However, the reality is that failure is not the end of the road. It's a crucial part of the process that leads us to the results we desire. Embracing failure, learning from it, and using it as a building block can transform setbacks into stepping stones that guide us toward our goals. When we experience failure, it can be tempting to see it as a permanent mark of inadequacy. We may feel discouraged, disappointed, or even embarrassed, but if we look closely, we realize that failure is simply feedback. It provides valuable information about what didn't work and gives us clues on how we might adjust our approach to achieve better results in the future. Each failure is a lesson in disguise, a lesson that offers insight into our strategies, decisions, and habits. By examining why we failed, we gain a deeper understanding of the actions that need refining. This knowledge is priceless. It equips us with a new perspective, allowing us to move forward with a stronger, more effective approach. Failure also teaches resilience. When we fall short and continue pushing forward, we develop the strength to keep going despite setbacks. Resilience is one of the most important qualities a person can have on the path to success, as it allows us to persist even when circumstances seem challenging. By experiencing failure and refusing to give up, we build the mental toughness required to withstand adversity. Every successful person has encountered failures, but what separates those who reach their goals from those who don't is the ability to rise after every fall. Resilience, built through the experience of failure, becomes a pillar that supports us during tough times and reminds us that setbacks are temporary if we keep moving forward. Failure also encourages creativity and innovation. When things don't go as planned, we're forced to think outside the box and come up with new strategies. Many groundbreaking inventions, discoveries, and ideas emerge from failed attempts. Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history, reportedly failed over 1,000 times before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about these failures, he famously said he hadn't failed but had found thousands of ways that didn't work. This mindset is a reminder that failure can inspire us to explore alternatives we may not have considered otherwise. By pushing past failure, we uncover possibilities we didn't see before and develop creative solutions that propel us towards success. The process of failing also fosters humility and gratitude. Success can sometimes make us overconfident, while failure brings us back to reality and reminds us of the value of hard work and dedication. It humbles us, showing that we don't have all the answers and that there is always room to learn and grow. This humility is essential for personal development. When we approach our journey with a mindset that is open to learning, we become more receptive to feedback, more willing to ask for help, and more grateful for the progress we make, however small it might seem. Failure cultivates a sense of gratitude for the opportunity to grow, to improve, and to strive for something better. Moreover, failure is an opportunity to refine our vision and goals. Sometimes we set out with one goal in the mind only to discover, through failure, that our true passion or purpose lies elsewhere. Failure forces us to reflect on what we really want and why we want it. Through failure, we may uncover a deeper motivation, a different path, or even a new dream that better aligns with our values and aspirations. Many successful entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders discovered their true calling after failing at something else. By viewing failure as a process of self-discovery, we can find clarity about what truly matters to us and direct our energy toward goals that are worth pursuing. Failure also strengthens our empathy and connection to others. When we experience failure, we become more understanding of others' struggles and setbacks. This empathy allows us to connect with people on a deeper level, creating relationships built on shared experiences and mutual support. Success is often celebrated publicly, but failure is a private experience that most people face silently. By acknowledging our failures and learning from them, we can offer encouragement and guidance to those going through similar challenges, inspiring them not to give up. In many ways, failure is a universal experience that unites us all. Everyone, regardless of their background or achievements, has encountered failure. It is an unavoidable part of life, a common thread that runs through each person's story. When we realize that failure is not unique to us, it becomes less intimidating. We begin to see it as a shared experience, a natural part of growth and progress. This realization frees us from the fear of failure and empowers us to take risks, knowing that setbacks are just part of the journey. In conclusion, failure is not a dead end, it's a stepping stone that moves us closer to success. By viewing failure as feedback, a lesson in resilience, a spark for creativity, a tool for humility, a chance for self-reflection, and a way to connect with others, we transform it from something we fear into something we embrace. The people who achieve greatness are not those who never failed, but those who use their failures as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. So the next time you encounter failure, remember that it is not the end. It is simply one more step on the path to success. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you forward. Each failure brings you closer to the person you're meant to become and the dreams you're destined to achieve.